This is why Claude Code is super powerful. Check this out. Hey babe, can you check out the last sales call that I had with a customer on Fathom? Create a newsletter from my conversation with him and schedule it in 3 weeks from now. Thank you. Let's see. First of all, I'm not your baby weirdo. Okay, pull the script. So now it found the latest sales call I had with the customer and is asking me if this is the correct one. Yep. That's the one. This is a step that I asked it to always confirm with me before it continue working on stuff. So for now, I'm gonna allow all the commands so I don't have to keep approving every single command that it asked me to. So now Claude Code was able to download the VC call that I had with my customer, read it, and go to this other skill set to create this newsletter for me and schedule it for May the 5th. And now I can basically go until it finished this and I can come back to my machine. And now that it finished the newsletter, it asked me to go check it out. So it wrote something like this. This automation worked. It was the problem. Don't automate a broken process. The story, what happened, and then basically in the same voice and style that I send my newsletters. And here I can directly edit it. If there's anything that is wrong with it, I can just change whatever needs to be changed. And once it's done, yeah, this looks good. It will then connect and send and schedule this newsletter automatically to my newsletter software, which is Kite in my case. And here is asking for the time. Yeah, this sounds good. You can also say this all in one prompt and then everything would run quickly. And here you go. Now it says that it scheduled the newsletter for me automatically on the software. Let's confirm. So here we go. As promised, the newsletter is scheduled automatically for the 5th, including what we discussed here. It even added the personalization for the subscribers, and I have basically automated the entire newsletter generation. Now this is super useful. This is how you can connect Claude Code and agentic AI to the tooling you're using, so you can actually automate your process without going back and forward, jumping between websites, etc. Now this is not so easy and straightforward. There are some things that you should watch out for. So in this video, I'm going to show you the process, how you can do this for your own. And at the end, if you want to use this exact same setup, I will add a link in the description where you can download the skills that you need, download the files to connect different tools. In my case, it was Fathom for generating an AI-generated note taker and Kit for sending the newsletter for my subscribers. And by the way, if you want to have access to these newsletters, although part of it might be AI-generated, but it's all based on true stories and conversations that I have, then make sure to join my newsletter. You can find the link in the description as well. So let me quickly explain what actually happened here. So in this use case, it's super helpful for me because I'm a content creator and I have a newsletter, and I'm sure a lot of different businesses would also have a newsletter similar to this one. My goal is I don't want the AI to generate all the trash. I want to have some human supervision, and I created a workflow and a process where the AI would ask me for my input before it keeps continuing with the different steps. And this is super easy to do just with a simple prompt in the skills or in the workflow for the AI. So what is actually happening here? So I asked Claude Code to create a function. In this case, it actually wrote code. It's Python underneath that downloads the Fathom script, so the latest sales call that I've had. And at this stage, it asked me, hey, this is the script that I found. This is the one that you want me to create a newsletter for? So this is helpful so we don't create this whole process for the wrong sales call. So just to make sure that I'm following the right one in the beginning. If it is the wrong call, I ask it to generate, maybe I forgot it, maybe I had a sales call in between, and I say like, no, go to behind or with this exact person, etc. So here it helps to have some human intervention. After I say yes, it creates a newsletter for me. As you saw, it saves it in the file locally. And here it asks me to do my final edits. Is there anything you'd like to change? Here, usually I change some things. AI is great at doing great creative work, but some of the language does sound like an AI. But I've noticed the more you create newsletters and give it as an example for the AI, the better it can generate your own tone of voice. So this is super powerful, but you need at least maybe 5 to 6 newsletters that you wrote manually in your own style without any AI help before the AI can generate something that sounds like you. So here what I do, I edit and approve, and once I'm done, I just tell Claude Code to send it to Kit alongside the date, etc. when I want it. I usually just say 3 weeks from now, 1 month from now, so I don't give an exact date. And if you want the AI to ask you less questions, always say whenever you schedule, always schedule at 5 p.m. So you also reduce, you saw some of the questions were back and forward, which I also don't like. I like everything to be just a click of a button and it's scheduled. And here also Kit provides you an API key, so you can also connect it with Claude Code super easily, and you can then do this entire process. This doesn't have to be just with Fathom. Sometimes I just write a story verbally. You saw I have this note taker that I just speak to the microphone and then it generates text for me. So sometimes I just tell Claude Code about a story and then maybe we skip this part and we go directly to the generation of the newsletter and scheduling with Kit. This has honestly helped me a lot, and I know a lot of other content creators would find this setup super useful. And it took me, honestly, it took me about 20 minutes, but because I know the code, I know how to control it, and I know about API security, etc. But let me show you how does that look under the hood. So if you want to use this setup for your own, what kind of stuff do you need to install? And if you want to sell this as a service, you can also do that. But as I said in other videos, you need to read the code and make sure what you're doing is kind of correct and you're not doing some mess. So basically, to do the setup, I start by doing things step by step. I have here a content folder where it's organized all my contents. It's where I create my YouTube videos. It's where I create also the bootcamp materials. And I have some analytics I can show you in different videos in the future. But the interesting part is I have here a newsletter where every time I create a newsletter, it creates me here a different file of the newsletter and it keeps tracks of the different things. So when I needed to connect Claude Code to different tools, which is these different softwares that I'm using, it basically, I created different files here. It's all in Python language, so it is a programming language, but one of them is to connect it to Kit and one of them to retrieve the script from Fathom. This can apply to any other tooling. I haven't explored with other newsletters, but Kit worked really quick. And if I open this file, what you see underneath is like a bunch of code. It's really simple if you know the language. Like it's only like 150, which is very, very small script comparatively. And if you don't know what this is doing, you can also ask Claude Code to explain in details what is this doing, so generate some sort of documentation. But one thing to watch out for, you see this .inv file. So this is where I save the API keys. So in n8n, we used to upload these directly there on n8n. Here, unfortunately, this is local. And if I open this, you can also see my API key. So that's a security risk. It's not so good. And if you're using Git versioning control, if you maybe are familiar with that, you need to make sure that this does not get pushed to GitHub, because then you are leaking your API keys. So this is one of the risks that I don't like to do this kind of development locally on your machine. But as you saw, if you're always working from here, it can really facilitate your workflow and you don't have to keep jumping from one place to another. So all what I did is I asked Claude Code to write me a script to connect to Kit and write me a newsletter. So what it actually generated is, if you open here the skills and if you open the newsletter, this is basically what it created. It created a workflow that is basically just text. I told it my read time is about 2 minutes. Keep it this way. This is my voice rule, anti-hype. As you know, if you watch my content, you know that this is kind of the stuff that I talk about. And here what is important is how Claude Code would be using the scripts. So here, as you saw, I put the tools. So you need in the skills to tell it how to use this tool to send to Kit, for example, once the newsletter is ready. But I didn't write any of that. Like Claude Code wrote everything. So once you have the process and you say like, this is what I want, and then you test it and it works, I just ask it to save it as a skill. And then it saved me this whole thing. And for the future, whenever I say, I mean, you saw I asked it like, hey babe, or something stupid, can you check out the latest? So it already knows what skill to use. It chooses it automatically and it calls it also automatically and send it. So here's some of the important stuff that needs to go. This is also explicitly asked to the AI. I asked it to always check for my approval. Once the draft is done, like don't post anything before I approve it. This is like an absolute no-go for me. And then once approved, it can also ask like when it is to be scheduled. So what I love here is that you don't need to program things anymore. You can just write in plain text your process after you know it, of course. If you don't know your process, don't automate it. You need to know exactly what you're doing. So I've been sending around 15 newsletters so far, and now I know like what kind of stuff I send in my newsletters. So it makes sense to automate the process now. And yeah, today it happened that I was using Fathom because every once in a while I have some interesting discussion with a customer that makes good content, whether it's a YouTube video or a newsletter that I sent. And I thought like, hey, Like I'm copying the transcription manually, I'm doing all this kind of stupid stuff. How about I just connect everything with Claude Code? And it works super well. So for the Fathom skill, let me open this. So also the same thing, we have a Python file that calls fetch Fathom transcript, and it has specific parameters. And once it works like if you run it with Claude Code here and it works, you can just say save the process as a skill, and then you can reuse it in the future. So this is what is super cool. I didn't write any of that. Claude Code did everything for me. So I don't want to make this video super long. If you're interested in the skills that I showed you here, I'm gonna put another link in the description that you can download these skills directly and use them in your own work. And the real reason behind this video is to show you that it's really easy nowadays to create automations locally using code if you understand the code and you know the process, and you know the process is worth automating. Whether you build this for your own productivity or you sell it to other maybe solo founders, it's up to you, but make sure you know what you're selling and you understand the system super well. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this, let me know how you found it in the comments, and I see you in the next one. Ciao.